Hello, what's up? How's she going? It's one of your favorite dudes trying to reach like 100 subscribers. Yeah, so please subscribe, subscribe. Maybe my commentaries will get better. Maybe I'll be more inclined to do more stuff. Maybe I might do tab videos. Maybe I might do guitar tabs. But alas, here we go with some fun stuff. Here's a Mechlord deck I've been running for a little while. And here is one of the duels. I'll get more into it when we go in. I was happy because they had the Misty aesthetic, and then I saw my hand, realized my hand was golden. I realized, hey, look at all the stuff I could do. I could go into my wombo combo, and the next turn, I could disable them this turn. I was happy. Then I got Granella too. So next turn, I was like, hey, you know what? I probably got game here. And this guy, he did not know how hard I was willing to fight back. This guy, he fought back pretty hard too. I wanted to go into Macabre there, but he Call of the Haunted his Candle in time. So I just got a Caliga. Caliga was obviously the second best option to go into, because he just means only one effect can happen per turn. Now this is where I OTK him, and he scoops. This deck is very cut and dry. I'm pretty sure, as you'll notice, a lot of these turns are either 2 turns or 3 turns. That's because this deck has gotten very fast. I have done a lot of modifications to it to make it work like it does. I'm pretty happy with it. Now you'll see, I somehow encountered this guy twice in a row. Twice in a row. So this guy confused me with the deck he was playing. I was like, what's he trying to do? Then he throws out the Lucky Punch. I'm like, oh, Lucky Punch? All I have to do is destroy Lucky Punch? This is... It was that simple. That was the sound of my controller vibrating, because why not? Now, see? Him again somehow. Same name, but different, different code. I was like, huh. So, something about this deck I don't talk about much is the Mechlords were one of my favorite archetypes growing up, but they were never good, because you couldn't really do much. This guy confused the crap out of me because he just pays a bunch of life points. I was thinking it was the exact same guy again for some reason. But yeah, I had always waited for this deck to be good, like Time Lords. Mechlords and Time Lords, the two big 5Ds antagonist stacks, were like the cream of the crop. That's candid. My allergies have been kicking in hardcore, and my life sucks. But you know what? Watch the rest of this unfold as I finish this OTK on this guy. Because that's the beauty of this deck. Psych, I'm not gonna OTK this guy. I gave him a chance for some reason. I said, you know what, just attack with Macabre, even though I could only attack with one creature. And there goes my other Mechlords. But he pays 1,000. He decides to pick Light Dragon again for some reason. And, you know, how she wrote is I just go and attack with Macabre. I just like, you know what? I don't need to overextend because I could have gone into Triskelion there. Now this guy was actually pretty hard to go against. He had me sweating for a while. But you know what? I was just as sweaty as he was. Here we go in a clash that made me feel like I was a man. So I summon Alistair, go in an Alistair combo. You know, have a Macabre. Have like 2 extra monster negates. Oh, by the way, here's something dirty. I could pay for Alistair twice with Allure of Darkness. You'll see probably later in the video. But with Allure of Darkness, you could...
Is it Daniel or
Nope. I'm recording a video, buddy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That was my brother Chris, and on the editing session. I'm going to include him just for the hell of it. Now this is where I go for the Wombo combo here. I can only attack with one creature because every time you use Mechlord Nucleus, you can only attack with one creature for the rest of the turn. I'm okay with that most of the time. But yeah, this guy, Code Talker, and the next stanky little beast he's about to come out with, Transcode Talker and Code Talker, were such a difficult thing to deal with this because they were trying their hardest. They managed to take out my Macabre. See, he managed to spin my Triskelion. I was on the ropes here. Even though I had a big life point differentiation, I was still on the ropes. I couldn't let him do much. So his goal there, for some reason, not sure, to get Code Talker out again, I bet. But here is where it changes, because I'm able to get, of course, the Alistair combo and finish him finally. Now, I didn't expect it to be that exact, but it was exactly 1,200 life points remaining, and I reduced it exactly to 0. Now, here is another kind of longer one, where I go against a guy named Michael. Very boring name, even though he's my stepfather. My stepfather is outrageous. There's just so many cooler Michaels in this world. I also didn't notice that Ouija board aesthetic. I love that Ouija board aesthetic right there. You know, classic Alistair into the Link, into Macabre. You see, earlier when I couldn't go into Magistus because I didn't have Magistus in the extra deck earlier, and I added it later. But of course, here we go. I realize he's playing Dark Magician. And I'm like, oh great. It's one of these guys. It's one of these guys. So he summons out the Dark Magician. He kills my 2 infinite imperms, my only 2 negates. And he's thinking, haha, this guy doesn't have a spellcaster. Oh wait, I play Alistair, who's a spellcaster. Monster Reborn. I benefit off your Dark Magician girl. Guess what? Invoke Caliga. And I get Alistair to hand for next turn. Unfortunately, I can only attack with one monster at a time because of Caliga. But that effect is just beautiful. It just shuts everybody off. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna break Caliga to bring out Grinnell and attack with Grinnell for 4,000. And I was racing that guy. He was trying to surrender before I finished my attacks off. Now here's the last one, a 3-turner. This guy, I believe he scooped as well, but this turn goes so hard. I was very happy with this. I'm okay with this video going on a little longer than usual. It's me returning. I still gotta do a little cheeky deck profile at the end of this to show you guys what I'm working with, what's underneath the hood. So yeah, this deck, it's got so much behind it, and it just climbs. Now, I wasn't expecting to go against Odd Eyes here, but I timed my White Soul right. And it ticked him off. And then I ashed his Odd Eyes Dragon, and that ticked him off. And then I obligadoed into 2 guys, and then I popped his dragon, and then I ticked him off. Then I killed my White Soul to summon a Triskelion, and attack OTK him like this, and I ticked him off. See how savage that was? Ironically reducing Savage's life points to 0. Like, now time to show you what I'm working with. I got a whole bunch of decks I've been working on for later too, including one that you'll see what that is in a later duel for all us JoJo fans. So here is how I run this deck. I got 2 White Soul, 1 Grinnell, because Grinnell's like a crapshoot sometimes. You got your 3 cores, you got 2 obligado, 1 of each of the mini guys. I run no skills. I got 1 synchro absorption White Soul, 2 scythes for scythe lock, because I can scythe lock in this deck. Nobody can tell me I can't. I got 3 Triskelions. I got 2 Alistairs and 2 Invocations and 2 Magical Meltdowns, because that ratio just seems magical. I got 1 Raigeki, 1 Monster